I mean, I love that in the name of your business, you pretty much put exactly what you do.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's important to be clear with, your clientele, like your elite business advisors. Right. So they know that you are advising their business.
Exactly.
So yeah, Workhappy kind of plays out all right.
I like it. When you first told me that's what you were going to name your company, I was pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
So
sweet.
That's good. So kind of what was the significance behind the name of Workhappy though?
So the significance behind, I made some notes on my iPad just so you're aware.
Oh, that's good. That means you're prepared.
Listen, a lot of people aren't happy at work.
Right.
They wake up and they dread going to work.
Right.
They don't want to be there.
Yep.
They wake up and they want to go back to bed. That's not how you should feel when you go to what you're doing every day. That's not any fun. That's a job, right? That's not a career.
Yep.
So for me, the behind the name Workhappy is to help people change, right? To help them change. I wasn't happy with what I was doing.
Right.
And so I took a leap of faith. I left what I was doing and I started my own business.
Nice.
And here we are doing a podcast.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm glad you started your business just so you could be on this podcast.
Yeah, that's why I did it.
Just kidding.
Listen, so there's this guy, Jim Harder, and he is one of Gallup Poll's chief scientists, and he's a fancy guy. Jim Harder and Jim Clifton actually wrote this book called It's the Manager. It's a really good book, but check it out if you get a chance. Yep. But he also has a staggering statistic, right? And I'll read it to you. So he's the chief, like I said, he's chief scientist for Gallup's workplace management practice, and he writes that 54% of workers are not engaged. So they're psychologically unattached to their work at a company.
Right.
So what does that mean? That means that they're going to show up, they're going to do the bare minimum, if that, and they're going to go home. Yep. They may cut out early, they may show up late, they're not going to have a good work ethic because they're not enjoying what they do.
Right.
And I thought that was very, telling of what's going on in society and where we're at, especially with everything going on with the pandemic and COVID, and it's tough to enjoy what you do. Right now, I'm stuck at home with my two kids, and
you get to be at home with your two kids.
Some people would call it a blessing.
Yep. You don't.
And it absolutely is, but it takes away from what I want to do, right? Yep. It takes away from what I...
So are you working happy at home then?
I am.
Okay.
I have to work happy at home.
You're saying that because your wife's going to listen to this, right?
I don't show her anything that I do.
That's fine. That's probably smart.
Then she judges me. So
if she's still with you all these years, I think
I know.
You're doing something
absolutely.
at least decent. Mm-hmm. Anyways.
So anyway, I just think it's very interesting that people continue to work and do what they don't enjoy doing.
That's a good way to put it.
And that's baffling to me.
Yep.
And so that's kind of how Workhappy was born, because that was me.
Right.
And I kept doing it and I kept doing it. And it's not that I hated the company that I was with.
Right.
I just didn't enjoy what I was doing.
Well, it didn't have to do with your passion, your profit, and your potential.
Absolutely.
Like the 3 Ps, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get into more of that later and stuff. But I think that's really important. I think people have to enjoy what they do. And without that, that's why there's that disengagement. Because when you love what you do, like what I'm doing with what you're doing now, I love getting up and going to work every day, right? Because I don't feel like we're going to work, or at least not for me. And so, when you find those things, then you're engaged. Then you're trying to find ways to make things better and make it a more productive environment. When you're not fulfilled, it's not really the case.